All right, a very beautiful Monday evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us once again on the program Unmasking the Truth. All right, this is another first Monday of the month to be with you, and you know that this program comes to you every first Monday of every month, where we get to unmask the truth on different issues. All right, so my name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and Unmasking the Truth. For Masking the Truth today, we'll be looking at the impact of reverting old NAIRA design on women and their businesses. That's our topic for today. Now, in October 2022, Godwin Emefiele, the former CBN governor, announced plans to redesign and circulate a new series of 3 banknotes from the existing 8. He stated that the pre-existing notes would remain legal tender until January 31st, 2023. Now, the redesign aimed to enhance control over the NAIRA, manage inflation, combat counterfeiting, and address ransom payments. However, the subsequent currency shortage seriously affected women and girls, leading to hunger and economic disruption. Women Radio Unmask the Truth about the negative impacts of the redesigned NAIRA notes, particularly on women and their families during the period. Now, the shortage hindered daily business activities and impacted pregnancy care due to lack of cash. Women struggled to buy, sell, and transport goods, lost customers, and saw their livelihood threatened. In March 2023, relief finally came when CBN announced that the old NAIRA notes remain legal after a report of anxiety and uncertainty from women and girls. Now, I'm sure that a lot of us have our own share of stories when it comes to, the whole currency shortage as of that particular time. That was a period where, in fact, this affected almost everybody, but women and girls particularly, for those that the source of livelihood had to do with, transacting with cash every day. This was really a heavy one on them, on each and every person that got affected on this. Now, today on Unmasking the Truth, we explore the reversion to the old NAIRA notes design and its impact on women's businesses. All right, Unmasking the Truth is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and our guest for today is Bukola Olufunke Ogundipe, a businesswoman in Ifako, Ijaye. Good evening, Bukola. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, good evening. I'm happy to be here. Good evening. Good evening.
Of course, very excited.
And thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much for being here too, because you're going to share your own side of the story, and we'll get to hear from you, how this affected you as a businesswoman, because we're looking at how, the impact of the currency redesign on women and girls. So we're going to hear from you shortly. But before then, let's go on the street to find out what, women have to say about this particular issue. Now, let's not forget that today we're looking at the impact of reverting old NAIRA design on women and their businesses. So let's go on the streets and hear what some women had to go through or face when this happened.
The time where I hear say court don't approve the use of the old NAIRA notes like this for transaction, I'm happy because the kind thing we person see that time. Hey, not be something where I go wish say make we go through again as a nation. I happy well because that one come and say enough cash day. You no go need to go to use your money say you won't buy money. People suffer that time, or even myself I suffer join because the thing not just easy at all that time. See how person you now you get your own money. Before you go access your own money, you will come pay first before you go even see the money collect. So how much you can't they use they buy NAIRA that time. So the thing not just easy. No, I happy as they say, no, could they use the old notes together with the new notes that time for transaction, because no, the thing really help people. Plenty people can't they no confit chop now. Plenty people no free can't they go work. We can't they find other means of how one they take the do things. Easy. I happy well with that time where they say make we use old NAIRA notes for transaction. Well, for me, Sha, it don't kuku make things easy for me because now you feel access the NAIRA notes now. Be also they use the old and the new together. It don't make everything easy now. At least when you come now, all these network wahala, you know, if they deal with them again because that one no too they happen. At least person get cash to give. That time cash no day now because you know if you even access and if you don't get the new one, you know go feel use them. And that time plenty activities kuku stop. But as all of this can be resolved, they think everything can be waka smoothly. We fit go market, you fit buy wetin you wan buy, you come back do wetin you wan do, you fit transport yourself go buy more market come back. In fact, as woman sef, they give you your husband no go come dey tell you say okay see money wey you go take chop o, and then you go come go market, you no go fit come go buy wetin you wan buy because you no get the cash to give the person, and the market person fit tell you say okay o pay with cash. You no go come get cash now, you go come go they go round and round they find cash, and no be every market person, no be every market woman sabi they use all this wetin they call it, all this app where they use they send money, they collect money. No be everybody sabi use them. So as everything come back to normal now, e go dey alright. The old NAIRA design, the new one, as we dey join everything together, life don't dey easy now. Just not everybody live in normal life like this, like this. So everything don't kuku dey easy for women, especially for our economy. Everything don't stabilize now. At least that one don't pass.
All right. So we've heard from, a particular woman who has shared her own experience as regards to the NAIRA redesign and all she went through on that particular, the impacts of it on her and the business she was having at of that time. So now let's come back to our guest, Bukola. Let's not forget we're speaking with Bukola Olofunke Ogundipe. She's a businesswoman in Ifako, Ijai. Now, Bukola, could you please share your experience with us on how the NAIRA redesign affected you as a Nigerian woman?
Yes, good afternoon once again. Well, for me personally, like the business I do, I'm an exclusive agent to FAMIC, okay. So I have my outlets here at Ifako local government. So after designing the NAIRA notes, as in the pronouncement, at first everybody was happy, we were all eager to see the new notes and the few that was, available then. Everybody was like, let me look at it, just happy to see that, okay, we have a new notes, we're just amazed, seeing it until the issue of shortage of the new NAIRA notes now came up, that people were unable to get the new NAIRA notes, and the pronouncement of the submitting the depositing the old one at a particular time and the bank will not collect it. People started fidgeting that how will I do this one with me and all that. So that actually made business to stand still at that time. But by the time they now said okay, made the pronouncement that okay, fine, we can use the old one and the new one. At least things started moving better then, as in business started improving, because initially people wouldn't buy the ice cream because they see it is not, is not, they see it as something that is not that necessary for us, they can do without. But by the time they started spending the new, the old NAIRA notes together with the new one, at least business improved. They started spending the old one they had with them, and that's brought about good sales for us, both from the vendors, because we have vendors that go out there to sell the ice cream on the street, and even at the shop people started coming around to buy from the shop with their old NAIRA notes. So that really helped us a lot. That really help our sales, both in the market and at the store, and even the vendors going out there to walk around the ice cream, to walk around their, they to make their daily earning and their daily living, So I personally, I was happy when I heard about the pronouncement of, we can spend the old one with the new one, because when it was said then that you can only spend the new notes, and the new note was not available,
of course,
and the few you could get from the bank would not even I allow you, not even be enough for you to buy what is most important in the family. You understand? Not to talk of buying, something that is just, we see ice cream as, just a refreshment or something you can do away with. You understand? So that really affected my business at first. Okay. That, they couldn't spend the money they had on them. But when they said, okay, fine, you can spend it. So business started improving and we started enjoying the sales back.
Okay.
So that's my own personal experience about that.
Because I can remember that a lot of people will go to the bank and the highest amount that they could actually withdraw was about 5,000.
2,000 naira.
Yes, for some.
Yes, I think around 2,000 naira then. So what will you use 2,000 naira to do?
Will
you not rather use it to get food or to get, for you to say you want to get a refreshment, you understand? So I personally will face it that time because my business is just ice cream. So, for you to go for ice cream is you must have at least have something better to eat, to feed the family with, not to talk of getting them a refreshment. So when they now pronounce that, okay, fine, we can spend, everybody can spend the old NAIRA note with the new NAIRA notes, it's fine. They started using the old NAIRA note with them to buy, from us. And even the vendors that go out there too, they were happy because they were making their sales back. That, fine, because most of them is from what they sell in a day. They earn their living, they earn their, how to survive for that day. So everybody was happy to hear about the pronouncement of spending the old NAIRA notes with the new NAIRA notes.
Okay.
And business change. Yes, business change for us then.
Of course. All right. So now you've told us your experience, how this actually affected your business. Now, within that period, a lot of people found it very hard, to cope, let alone looking at what their business were going through. So for you now, what measures did you take at that time to actually adapt to the currency shortage and, the unfamiliarity of the new notes?
Yes, what I actually did then was, we are advised to get, to make use of our app and to, let customers know that, okay, you can make a transfer instead of, coming with your cash to purchase. You can just do transfer. Then I actually got a POS for the store as well. So when you come, you don't have your cash with you. You can actually use your card with the POS machine to transact and to buy whatever you are buying. So I think that really helps, and that really, improve the business as well, because most people don't even want to spend the little cash they had on them on unnecessary things, so they prefer, so when we now provide the POS, okay, fine, we can do transfer or we'll make use of the POS machine to buy from us. So I think the use of POS and transfers, this mobile transfer system really help.
Okay. All right, this is Unmasking the Truth on your radio station. Today is addressing, reverting old NAIRA design and its impact on women and girls. This is an initiative of St. Ives Communication in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. Market women, especially at the grassroots, who were already familiar with the old design, struggled to adapt to the sudden NAIRA design change, which affected trust and ease in transaction. Now, the retrieving of the NAIRA design order helped market women to not spend excess resources on understanding and acquiring the new notes. Now, let's go back and get more comments from the grassroots women.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hakika sauyin kudin kasa ya matukar taɓa kasuwanci na farko dai gaskiya an fuskanci matsatsi sosai ta yadda musamman lokacin nan da aka sa kudin aka ce akwai ranar kaza ga wata za a daina karɓan kudin. To wallahi mutane sun fuskanci matsala sosai kamar ni kasancewar ina aiki a yawancin kasuwanci na ina gudanar da shi ne ta hanyar online, to kuma dama tura kuɗi ake yi, amma duk da haka wallahi na fuskanci matsatsi sosai, saboda mutum zai ce maka yana son ya siyi kaya, to kuma kash ne a wurin sakila, kafin ya je ya tura zai iya zuwa POS ce ba za su karbi wannan ba, gashi lokacin kudin ma sabon kudin bai zama a wadace ba. Sannan game da cash shortage, sosai an samu cash shortage, sannan abin ya rage ma kaya daraja sosai.
All right, Bukola, all these voices you're hearing are, women from grassroots who are sharing their experience. Now, this particular one is in Hausa, and, she was just talking about how it got to affect her business, even though she was into online business, all of that. So, but it got to affect her, the cash shortage and all of that. Now, how did you react when, the court approved the use of the old NAIRA notes for a transaction? How did that come to you? Because I know for a lot of people,
wow,
it came
not only me, everybody was so happy to hear that. Everybody was so happy. I was happy too. I was happy to hear that, because the most, the new NAIRA note there was not much in circulation, and people didn't really get it. You can't even get it, and you struggle to even get the little you could get then. So when they said we should spend the old NAIRA notes, so I was happy. And even my staff, everyone was happy that, fine, that they can at least sell better now. And we were making ourselves with the old NAIRA notes.
Wow. All right, because I know even for me, that was not even into business. Everybody just felt like, this is peace of mind. Thank you very much for considering it, let alone, for market people, let alone for people who are into businesses like yours. All right,
exactly.
Now, let's look at, ways that, or rather, in what ways do you think that the old NAIRA design got to improve your daily transaction activities and the economic stability, especially as a woman? How did this help you? How did the old NAIRA design help to, improve your day-to-day activities, especially your business, stabilize the economy, and, you as a woman?
Okay, thank you very much for asking. Me personally, I'm going to use myself as a case study. When all this new NAIRA notes issue started, everybody was like, where is the way forward? Where is the way forward? And from what the federal government actually asked us to, the point they were trying to make was to have a cashless, society, that you don't need to move around with money and all that. And to me, that has really helped me in my business. Like, I don't spend unnecessarily again. Like, I don't see reason why I should have much cash on me. And even when they buy something, maybe I get a transfer for purchase, I use my POS to transact, the money is there, and I can immediately use that money to get more goods. And, it's not necessary for me to go to where I'm buying. I can say, okay, give me your account number, your account details, I'm buying this, so. I can easily transfer the money back, to get more goods and to make my, money, buy and sell through, online, buying and selling, you understand? So that online stuff really, improve my business, because many of us business women, we got to make use of our app. We got to, we learn more on how to make use of it. We were first to, and we started doing business online as well. So that has really helped me, and which I really appreciate in this whole thing, because we were informed to transact without even making use of the cash. We can make use of our app. our mobile app is there. We can just, transfer to buy and to sell, and that's really, actually helped me in cultivating my spending, and I now use my money more on business. You understand? Because as I'm making the money, I'm transferring the money back to where the company for more products to be supplied. As they are supplying, I'm selling. You understand? So I make more money, I make more profits. So this actually helped me. So I appreciate the online banking, the online business, the online transaction, and that's really helped me a lot. So I appreciate that.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And I believe it helps other women as well too, because even the women in the market, you can see them, most of them now they make use of their phone. If this had not happened, we wouldn't have learned how to do that. And most of them, they've learned how to make use of their app now. They've learned how to make use of the mobile app and to do transaction online and all that. And even online businesses, even in our society now, has really increased. Everybody is going online now. Everybody is doing business online, and they are making their money.
Okay.
So this actually helped me personally, and I believe it helped other women also as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bukola. Now let's hear more voices
Thank you so much.
Our community women.
NAIRA scarcity. Ó affect àwa obìnrin lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ìdí ni pé tá bá lọ sọ́jà, àwọn èèyàn kì í fẹ́ gba transfer. Ìyẹn dẹ̀ mú kí àti ra nǹkan kó lè koko díẹ̀ fún èèyàn téèyàn bá dé ọjà. NAIRA scarcity yìí téèyàn bá tún dé báǹkì, owó téèyàn ti fi pamọ́ tó ti lágbẹ̀kẹ̀lé lórí ẹ̀ ká tó wọ báǹkì ọ̀lọ́ kéèyàn tó fẹ́ gba bíi 20,000 kan ní 5,000 naira náà máa fún yàn. Eléyìí tí àkọ́kọ́ mú kọ́ nǹkan fọ́yàn lórí torí èèyàn tí àkọ́kọ́ kéèyàn mú rò wípé yóò kí n lè léyìí láìṣe pé èèyàn kọ́ ló lówó rẹ̀. Àwọn bankers yẹn wọn ò ní fún yàn ní téèyàn fẹ́. Nípa ìdí èyí NAIRA scarcity yẹn ó affecting tó pọ̀ gan-an nínú ayé àwọn obìnrin. Àti jáde síbi kan síbi kejì gan àní rówó mọ́tò, àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ gba transfer. Ìyẹn jẹ́ ó burú jọjọ, kò dára, kọ́lọ̀ má jẹ́ kíru rẹ̀ kó tún wáyé mọ́.
All right, Bukola, back to you now. Let's have your final thoughts on, our discussion for today, talking about the shortage of NAIRA, how it affected women, and, the lights that we got from this, because, they say there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Now, we went through this as women who are into business, but, you mentioned that now a lot of women now get to use technology, now get to use their phones.
Exactly.
So that is something good. That's something bright that came out of that. So in all of this that we've discussed today, let's have your final thoughts on this.
Okay, I will just say whatever policy the government is bringing, we should not overreact, or if there's any mishap we should just exercise patience. We should believe that something good is actually at the end, as in something good is actually coming, because we would have imagined that I will be doing business online. If this had not happened, it wouldn't have given us that idea of stepping up, upgrading our business to with the use of technology. So that actually helped us as a business as business women to gain more knowledge on technology. So I believe with what happened, both negative and the positive, the no side of it, we should just thank God that at the end of the day, everybody's laughing, everybody's happy, and things are going on fine with us, with our business, and we are moving on. And we thank God for everything.
All right, Bukola, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience with us this evening.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Do have a great evening ahead and enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you so much.
So that's the voice of Bukola Olufunke Ogundipe, a businesswoman in Ifako-Ijaye, and she has been our guest for today on the program Unmasking the Truth. Now, the return to the old design stabilized business activities by eliminating the disruptions caused by the shortage and unfamiliarity of the new notes. It smoothened consistent cash flow in daily transactions. Transactions have now become simpler as market women and customers revert to a system they are accustomed to, reducing the need for alternative payment methods that might not be widely accessible or understood. Now, if you have a story on how corruption and lack of accountability affect women and girls in your community that you would like us to talk about, please share your comments by text and WhatsApp to 070 317 56537 070 317 56537. Unmasking the Truth from the Gender Lens is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. Thank you to the production team of Nafisat Abdulaziz, Aisha Sani, Taiwo Adeleye, Amanda Meneke, and the executive producer Tung Okewale Shonaya. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. Do well to stay with us.